Hey everyone, it's MK.
And Ellen.
We are so excited to send this video to you. This is going to be all about Ruler Caboodle. I know you've probably been, when are they going to reach out to us? Well, here we are.
Here we are. We sat down, we did it.
We're going to speak a bunch of stuff to you, but this is being attached to an email, and Ellen is going to dutifully make lists and all kinds of links and attachments and everything, okay?
So everything we say will also be on paper.
And is this my...
No, this is mine.
Where's mine?
I don't know. You brought that. Did you not bring you said you were bringing the sleeping notes.
Hold, please.
What do you know? It's right over there.
You guys, we really do have it together. I promise.
We do.
Okay, let's talk first about where you're going, how to get there, and when to get there. Now, this all went out when you registered, but Ellen, will you please review travel day, times, and all of that?
Let's pull up the official dates as well. See how prepared we are? We're great. Okay, so your travel day is Wednesday, September 3rd. You are allowed to arrive in the evening at Koosa Mountain Lodge for our classes that are Thursday the 4th, Friday the 5th, Saturday the 6th. For leaving purposes, you are welcome to leave Saturday evening if it works for you distance-wise, or you can leave first thing Sunday morning. We do have to be out first thing Sunday morning for her to clean and reset the space.
Okay, and you will later, closer to the event, get a gate code. There are no goats there.
There are not.
I wish there were.
That would be fun.
I love baby goats. So you will get a code to get onto the property, okay? All right, room assignments. Now, some of you have been there, some of you have not. Don't worry if you've not. There will be a list of this, somebody to show you where to go when you get there. But basically, it's a 3-story home, and there are bedrooms on all levels, okay? Let's start on the main floor. Ellen and her mom are on the main floor. Also on the main floor is myself and Joan in the master bedroom, okay? Upstairs, there are 2 bedrooms on the 3rd floor. So you go all the way up to the 3rd floor, turn right, turn left, and there are 4 beds in each of those rooms upstairs. Okay, so in one of the upstairs bedrooms, we have Deb, Pam, Darlene, and Tina. Yes?
Yes.
All right, in the other upstairs bedroom, we have Donna, Lynn, Cindy, and Sherry.
Yes.
Okay, downstairs, there are 2 bedrooms downstairs with 2 beds in each room. Downstairs, there is a cutting room on one side, and behind that cutting room is a bedroom. So in the cutting room bedroom is Pat and Paula. Okay, downstairs in the other bedroom that's on this, we're calling it the sewing room side, that is going to be Sheila and Bobby. Okay, again, don't worry. We'll make sure you know where you're going or have a list.
All written down as a list. Yes.
Okay, let's talk food because we need to eat while we're there.
Yes.
And we have just kind of looked at who signed up together and who's rooming together, who's traveling together, and we have made some executive decisions about assigning food. So here's how we normally do it at Koosa. Breakfast on your own, because we all kind of do our own thing for breakfast, okay? Lunches and dinners we will do together. So you have to prepare some food. Okay, so Ellen wrote down food.
I wrote down food. Okay, so we arrive Wednesday night. Everybody's going to be arriving at different times, so we do not do a gathered meal Wednesday night. Wednesday night food is on your own. Get something on your way in. As mentioned, breakfasts are whatever you like. We have a full working kitchen, 2 full-size fridges to hold things, so you can have it pre-prepared and heat up, or you can make it there, right? Totally options. So Thursday lunch will be done by Donna and Lynn. Thursday dinner will be our group of 4, Deb, Pam, Darlene, and Tina. Friday lunch will be Cindy and Sherry. Friday dinner will be Joan, Paula, and Pat. Saturday lunch will be Bobby and Sheila. And then Saturday dinner, again, not knowing who's leaving when, we're not doing it as assigned. It will be either we order pizza or we go out. And whoever is with us, we can decide what to do.
And a blanket statement, we have our dear friend Sheila who is gluten intolerant, like no gluten. She does not eat gluten. So if you can keep that in mind with your planning, Sheila's always really good about making sure that she has what she needs. But if you can keep that in mind, or reach out to Sheila with what you're preparing and say, is this, like, will this work for you? That would be really considerate and helpful.
Yeah.
And we are including a list with everybody's name and email addresses as well.
So you can reach out to your food partner. And again, this whole list will be on a paper for you.
Yes. Okay, let's just really quickly talk about, once you get there and find your room and all of that, you're going to have your stuff to unpack. Now, being that this is a 3-level facility, the sewing space is actually on the lowest level. And there's kind of a side entrance to like unpack your car so that you don't have to take stuff upstairs or downstairs.
And there's rolling carts and stuff as well to use to help bring your sewing stuff into the sewing area.
Okay, and we don't have seating arrangements yet, but we're gonna kind of, again, make some executive decisions and place people where we think it makes most sense. So you're gonna unload on the lower level, bring your things in, but you're not gonna wanna set up your sewing machine Wednesday night. Why, Ellen?
Again, Wednesday night, everybody's going at different times, so we're not planning to do any sewing Wednesday night, and specifically because Thursday, the very first day, is going to be stripology, and you will need your space for cutting purposes. So you need to make sure that your machines are under the table, because again, we will be cutting a lot Thursday. Once we have that all set up, and depending on speed, Thursday afternoon, we might actually get into sewing the stripology project. But again, no machine on table.
So what this also means, and I'm not sure where we may have said it along the way, but if you have like I would say a 24 by 36 inch cutting mat that you can bring, we're all going to be needing to cut at our space. So bring a small-ish cutting mat so that you don't have, there's one large cutting space in the facility where we can't all go in there.
Right. We'll probably do some demos and things from there, but you can't all cut in there. We need to be able to cut on your own tables.
Irons. I just thought about irons. Mary usually has some irons scattered around. If you have a small travel iron, a cordless, an Aliso, whatever, go ahead and bring that. There may be a couple large irons there. So if you can bring it, great. If you can't, don't worry. We'll share irons. Okay?
Yes.
Everybody will need to sign a waiver form.
Yes.
Mary sent that to me. I will make sure that Ellen.
I've got the one for us.
Okay, so if you forget it, you can do it when you arrive, but we all must sign the waiver form. Okay, it's a liability thing. We all have to do it, or we cannot stay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Supplies.
All right. Yes. So supplies. So again, another one of these attachments will be the full supply list, all broken down. I'm also again relinking the supply form. So anything that you would like to order with us that we will bring for you to the event, please fill out this supply form with that, and you will pay for the items at Koosa, where we were going to give you a generous discount on said items.
Okay, so please don't worry about prepping fabric. Don't worry about cutting. Don't worry. This is part of
no before stuff.
Yeah, this is part of what you're learning, and why we're starting with stripology is so that cutting can be done with that fantastic ruler or set of rulers that everybody must have.
Yes.
Okay, so
no sharing rulers, no sharing patterns. You have to have your own. It's for copyright laws, and then as well as just to keep class moving smoothly, that you're not waiting for something. So everyone must have their own.
And then we do have some fabric kit options. Since we originally planned this, like my fabric for sure is no longer available. So I have decided to make a patriotic kit for my class. If you want that, you can fill it out on your pre-order form. If you want to use your own fabrics, you will get a list of yardage requirements, but you do not need to cut anything before you arrive.
No before cutting for anything. Same with mine. Mine was my own stash. So we will pull fabrics that will look very similar to this.
All right. I've covered my list.
All right, mine is done. Mine is done. We will be playing a game on one of the evenings, possibly the first evening. So inside of the this long list as well is you will be having fat quarters that you will need to bring for our game. So that's on my list.
And, we are well aware that not everybody knows everybody. We don't know all of you who are coming.
So that's what we're thinking Wednesday night is
Yeah.
get to know each other, have some s'mores.
Yes, there is a lovely large fire pit outside on the lower level. And so it really is going to be icebreakers and meet and greet and let's get to know each other.
Yep. And the idea of that too, any sort of liquid beverages, bring your own, whatever that might mean for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, evening. Liquids are your own choice. We are fully open to whatever you decide.
Whatever adult beverage.
Yes.
Is completely fine. Bring it and you can drink it. Okay, away from the fabrics, of course.
Yes.
Yes, okay, so fat quarters, you got that.
I've got everything on my list.
All right, well, if we have forgotten anything,
We'll put it in the email.
Yes, there will be, like we said, attachments included with this email. Reach out to us. Melissa at mkquilts.com is fine, or Ellen at mkquilts.com. That is the two email addresses. I will drop this link in the Facebook group. I know at least 2 or 3 of you reached out and said, I don't have that or whatever. So
Yep.
I'll put it in there. It is a means of communication, but we are going to be going with email for everybody.
Yep.
Okay, so you have missed nothing if you're not in the Facebook group.
Yep, and so it's July, so that gives us only, 2 months, and it'll be here before we know it.
Yeah, so drive safely. It is a bit of a drive. Plan your stops. There are Buc-ee's. There is one Buc-ee's along the way.
Yes.
If you go on the Koosa Mountain site, which we're including the link, she has hints in there about local grocery stores and the like. We always try to basically get there and before dark, because if you've never been there before, you're not going to be wanting to travel in this area at nighttime.
It's hilly in Georgia. We come from Florida where it's flat. It's not flat there.
Yeah, so even if we go out to dinner, we'll carpool and everything, maybe those who have driven it before, but yeah, you want to get there and get settled before the sun goes down, all right? But the sunsets are glorious.
It's a beautiful, beautiful space. You will fully enjoy where we're staying.
We're very excited. Okay, drop us email if you have any questions, but we think we've covered it. We will see you in September at Koosa Mountain Lodge. All right, everybody, till then, it's MK and Ellen.
Bye.
Bye.